Well, this is a book about pretending to be someone else and pretending to be someone else in a specific context, namely that of persecution, religious persecution and intolerance in the early modern period. So I'm interested in Catholics who outwardly conform, for instance, in early modern England to the state church, or Puritan dissenters who conform to the state church. And in the second step, this is also a book about how such dissimulation is represented on the stage of London's commercial theatres. So also the question to what extent the theatre, which is in itself a form of dissimulation, reflects on its own medium and the political and religious significance of its own medium when it represents cases of religious dissimulation on stage.
It sounds like an exciting topic. Kilian, was it also for you working on this topic exciting?
Absolutely, yes. Through the whole project, there were numerous surprises for me, and the project has changed over time when I followed new leads and new insights, and I was certainly quite excited by the extent to which we can actually draw parallels between the debates on religious dissimulation, mostly condemned by religious leaders of minorities. One might think of John Calvin's campaign against the so-called Nicodemites in France, who were accused of denying their faith and outwardly conforming to Catholic idolatry. But on the other hand, these debates also have a counterpart in debates on theatrical dissimulation. So the question to what extent it is morally and spiritually defensible to actually act on stage, and for instance to act or reenact pagan worship on stage, for instance, or reenact Catholic worship on stage, even though an actor would naturally not necessarily inwardly agree with what they outwardly pretend to do. So some of these debates about inwardness and outwardness, they're present in both discussions about religious and theatrical dissimulation.
Well, I think that's an absolute recommendation to read the book. Thank you very much, Kilian, for this interview, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.